It's a new day filled with new hopes, dreams, ideas, surprises, and smile. I would like to warmly welcome each and every one of you to this webinar on API development. Join me in giving a warm welcome to our esteemed chief guest, Ms.Sabu Verma, born in Jammu and Kashmir. Ms. Verma completed her b.Tech from her seventh semester, she received an internship offer from VVDN Technologies Private Limited, which turned out to be a very significant turning point in her career. Her dedication and skill were quickly recognized, and she was offered a pre-placement offer as a cloud QA at the same company. In her role at VVDN Technologies, Ms. Verma had opportunities to work on diverse projects, including mobile app testing, web testing, and API testing using the Postman tool. This hands-on experience allowed her to develop a strong foundation in software testing tools and methodologies. Building on her one-year experience, Ms. Verma embarked on a new journey by successfully cracking the interview at the prestigious client company. This led to join Stryker, a world-leading medical device company. At Stryker, she has been contributing as a software tester, responsible for testing multiple devices and working on test protocols and reports within the Windshield software. We are honored to have Ms. Sabu Verma as our resource person today. Last but not the least, I welcome all my dear friends. Let's make the best of these opportunities to learn, connect, and inspire one another. Thank you.
Thank you, Priya. Hello, everyone. Please switch on your cameras. Just for 5 minutes. Just for 5 minutes. I want to see all of you. Please. Yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello. I request every one of you, please switch on your camera. Okay. Siraj, Priyadarshini, please. Hi. How are you all? Are you listening me or hearing? Hello, I'm not getting your responses. Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Hi. I said, how are you?
Fine,
Fine,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Fine. Okay, moving ahead. I hope all of you are aware today what topic I'm going to interact with you. The topic is API development, right? So anyone have idea about API? Little? No. Okay, no worries. Hey, please just say yes or
Interface,
no.
ma'am.
Yeah, good. Just interact. Yes or no. Okay, then only I get to know whether you are listening or not. One side session, it not be good, I think so. If double side interaction means I can. Okay? Thumbs up. Hey, yeah, just interact. See my condition. Before 1 week ago, I had an accident. I can't type, but still, I'm happy to teach you or to interact with you to give a session. Right? Yeah. Okay. So I will share my screen. Let me know if visible, okay? Yeah. So my screen is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
PPT is visible.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah. So our today topic is API development. Okay. So what is API? Let us know first API. Then moving ahead, development. API is application programming interface. Okay. So what is API? Starting with an example, just consider we are going somewhere or we want to eat something, and for that we are going into the restaurant. Okay, in restaurant, what we will do, in urinal, what we will do, we will call waiter. Okay, and first we will take menu and we will select what we have to eat, and then we will call waiter, please order for we are going to order for this and please bring for us. Okay, and what waiter will do, waiter will accept our order and waiter will give our order to chef. Okay, and he will inform to chef this is our order, so he want to or she want to prepare for us, and chef will prepare the order for us, and then chef give the preparation food give to waiter, and waiter will give to us. Okay, and here what is the role of waiter? What is the role of waiter? Waiter is accepting the request from the client and sending our request to the chef, and chef giving the response. So waiter is the playing role as a API, means interface. In general, we will say communication. API is nothing but a communication between two softwares. Got it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So today agenda is API, tool selection, workflow, what are the terminologies, and API methods, at last demo. Okay. So what is API? As I said, API is a application programming interface, and it is a software to software interface, not a user interface. Got it? I gave example in as a urinal, but in API, if we talk about the software, only software to software will interact. User we can't interact. Okay, user interface will not be there. So with APIs, application talk to each other without any user knowledge or intervention. Implemented by writing functions call in the program that we will learn in the upcoming slide. Yeah. So as I told you about this example, see here, user is a waiter. Waiter is playing a role as API. User is sending the request to waiter. Okay. Waiter sending our request to application. I'm in the chef kitchen, and kitchen, chef will prepare the food for us, and waiter will bring that and giving to the user. So waiter is playing role as API. Got it? So see the working of API. Working of API is end user. What will do end user? We will get all the required information, okay, on our app screen. So then developer will design the app such that it could access the data stored in a database assets via API. So here we can talk about example like Zomato. Nowadays everybody using Zomato. Is it? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Using Zomato? And we are using Uber for booking, okay, our car if we want to ride, okay, for booking cab through Uber. Do you know about Uber? Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Uber, Ola, yeah. And then another example, okay, let us take XYZ app or website. Okay, so we are going to book a flight ticket, right? So what we will do, we will enter our detail, okay, departure, city, and timing and all, everything. Then we will submit it. After that, you will see with the fraction of second, you will get the detail of all the flights which are available in a particular time or particular date. Is it? How you will get all these details? Behind backend, what is it? API. API means API collecting a data, okay, collecting a data and sending to the server, and server will give a response, and then API in the web screen you will see all the information. So this is the working of API. Every in Zomato, if we are considering Zomato, what you will do? We will put a order, okay, and particular restaurant will accept. Okay, particular restaurant will accept our order, and then at last we can see our order in the Zomato screen as a map. As a map, you can see Zomato delivery boy, where it is, location, timing, everything they are mentioned. So see, API, what we will do, Zomato is fetching the data through map. We can't see how we can see where is a delivery boy, how much time it will take. Through map. Through map, we are fetching the APIs. API only the one we can interact between two softwares, between two applications. Okay. So you got it. What is the working of API? It's basically communication. Yes. So this is the terminologies of API development. Okay. So API development, API is a key. Okay. API is a nothing but is a link, URL link. Okay. If we talk about the API key, see, if you having a link, if you having a URL, then only you will develop, you will test. So key is a unique key. Okay. In key itself, we know the meaning, why we are using key. If we lock, how we can lock with the help of key. Okay, so similar we here, API request through a header or a parameter to recognize the request. First, they will recognize the request, API key request. Then we will authorized code passed in the request. It is set to be an API key. If the key is wrong, if the URL is wrong, we are not able to access anything. Okay, first we will authorize, first we will identify it. The key is a right or a wrong. So where we are using API development, API, there are some tools. So API key, endpoint, JSON, get, post, these all things we are entering into the Postman tool. That last I will show you the demo, okay, where we are entering all those details. Then endpoint. What is endpoint? When API going to interact with the other system, so one channel of the communication we are using as a endpoint. And the JSON. There are a lot of languages are there, JSON are there, XML there, etc. But we are using a JSON. Why we are using a JSON? JSON is a human readable language. We will set JSON. Okay. Then get, post, put, patch is the method. Okay. Another method that I will tell you in upcoming slide. So APIs are the two types we are using. One is REST, another one is API. But in our companies, we are most using REST. What is a REST? REST is a representational state transfer. Okay. It allows computer to talk to each other over a network. It is a set of functions to which the developer perform requests and receive responses. In REST, API interaction is made via HTTP protocol. Why we are using the REST? This is the main important topic for you because REST API is smaller than the SOAP. SOAP API is a large. It is very difficult to communicate. So that we are using the REST. And REST, you can use a JSON also. Message, you can take the form of XML, JavaScript notation, XML or JSON. But we are using the JSON. JSON is a human readable language. Now I told you the HTTP methods. We will tell. I will tell you later. Here we will see the methods. Lot of methods are there. Okay, but we will mainly focus on the get, post, put, delete. So see, whenever we are entering into the URL, okay, URL in the particular field like collections. If I will open the Postman tool, and then you will get to know where we will enter. If we enter into the link, then we have to set the method. Okay, get method, post method, put method, delete method. Okay, what is get method? Provides a read only access to a resources. Okay, get method means whenever you are hit a URL, okay, then you will choose the get method. Here means you have to see only, you have to read only, you can't do anything, you can't update, you can't delete. Okay, get. Then if you want to update something or you have to create a new resource, then you have to select the method as a post. Okay, create a new or update. And then put means just for new resource you will use put. And delete means if you want to remove a resource, then you will use as delete. One more method is there, that is patch. Patch means just update old thing, you have to update, then we can use patch. Patch, and mostly if you are going to attend the interview, they will ask you what is the difference between delete and put and patch. Put means you have to create a new resource. Patch will in patch you are also going to do the same thing, you will create and you will update the new thing. Okay, post we can do both, but patch just for update. Yes, yes. I can't hear you. Sorry, 1 minute. So like here I told you, right? Get method. So we will select the method, then URL, then custom header. Okay. So there is a header in Postman tool. There is a header, body. Okay, collections you have to enter. Then post method, URL, everything. If we are going to test or if we are going to develop your work, what is your work, you have to just enter the URL. Sometimes they will provide you the URL, sometimes you have to develop the URL. So if they are giving you URL, you are going to directly enter. If not, then you have to create the URL. Okay, how you are going to create that URL will teach you in upcoming slide. Okay, then patch, then delete. So see here, in HTTP methods, okay, if you are going to enter into the methods, before that you have to learn some status code, HTTP status code. Like here I mentioned 200. Okay, hello guys, are you listening me?
Yes, ma'am.
Only one person.
Yes, ma'am.
Any doubt till now? Yeah, any doubt? I know
No, ma'am.
first time it is difficult to understand, but if you practice, it will be easy. Anyone? Okay, can I proceed further? Guys, I'm talking to you.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here, as I told you, get method. Okay. Okay. Tell me, anyone, what is the meaning of get? Meaning of get what? Why we are choosing here a method as a get?
Because from the URL we are getting the data.
Okay. And what type of data we are getting?
From the database, we will get the data.
Okay, from the database you will get the data.
Retrieving data, ma'am.
Okay, so see here, I mentioned. Okay, we are going to provide, or you will get the data, you will retrieve the data. Okay, what type of data? See, if you are entering into the URL, what URL is there? Okay, that data you will get. See here, this is the URL. Okay, and we are getting here the response. If you enter this URL, and then you will request select the method, and then you will hit the data. Okay, this response you will get. If you will get 200 okay, means your response is okay, your response is successfully fetched your data. If you're getting something else like 404 data not found, some other response you will get, means there is some error in URL, something going on. Okay, something is wrong, that you have to select, then that you have to do debug. Then you will do debug, you will get to know what error you are facing. Or else what we will do, control shift I. Okay, if you click on the control shift I of your laptop, then you will matlab, see the backend, what is going on in your backend. Got it? Control shift I, keep in mind. If I select here, then you will get to know. Wait, I will go. For example, I will enter this or something, I will type here. Okay, something, and then you will click control shift I. For me it is difficult to, and sorry, because I can't type, but I will inspect. See, you can see my screen.
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Yeah, so here you are entering into the backend. Here also, see, this means for this is particular selection. Okay, or here I will change something. See, here it will go. So you will enter into the backend. Got it? Huh. If you are getting 200, okay, means whatever you are entering into the URL, your response is correct. Then post method. So why we are using post method?
The data can be read and changed.
Yeah, we can update also, right? So in a body, we will enter email, password, medium, API version, something. Okay, so this data you have to read. For example, you are doing a testing for some app. Okay, for any website, for that booking flight website. So there is one access token is there that it will generate automatically. Okay, here this PPT I prepared based on the Postman tool. Okay, API is we can use API in a different tool selections, but I am typing this, I am writing this code based on the Postman tool. So how we are entering into status code, we will not see the status code first. We will enter into the URL, then you have to select the method. What you have to do, you have to update, you have to delete, you have to create a new resource, you have to remove something. Okay, that code you have to write. They will give you the requirement. Okay, so they will ask you, our email is this, our email is this, our email is this, that you have to enter. Then if you are getting 200 code, means it will be all right, your request is perfect, your request is successfully they received the server. Then in the similar way, put also. Okay, and then delete also. And one thing I want to tell you, here we are mentioning the HTTP QA API QA. I mentioned here QA. Some other link, something is different. Okay. Sometimes here we will mention STG. Okay. Sometimes deb, sometimes test. So what? See, in the developers or testers as testers, we will test or we will develop the URL based on the four keywords. What is that? Developers, testers, QA, and staging. Okay. In dev, what we will do? We will develop the code. Okay. Second thing is test. So what we will do? We will test the code. Okay. For if you are a developer, okay, you are writing this code, then you have to test. First, developer will test. So how developer will test? Using unit testing. Okay, unit testing is what means single modules. It will developer will test whether it is working or not. Then QA will test. QA will test whether the requirement is matching or not. If we are receiving the data, if we are receiving the specification, this much needed for this app, this much MB needed for this app, developer will add this specification or not. That QA will do. Okay. Staging means what we will do. Staging means pre-prod. Staging, what we will do, staging URL also we will test, but staging means more than QA. Okay. Staging means if we are prepare one app, okay, that app URL is in staging. Staging means we are going to test developers QA all. Okay, in internal organization will test. That is called staging. And second last one is prod. In a prod, okay, prod call will go 3 hours 4 hours. In there, what we will do, prod calls, your testers will be there, your developers will be there, your client will be there. Your client will be there because for example, I am the client for you. Okay, so I will ask, okay, prepare for myself one app and I need this much, this design, blue color design, and 20 MB, and this much data. Okay, then developer will do the coding and all. Then QA will test. Then staging means pre-prod. Only client will not there, remaining people will there. They will see, yeah, these requirements are matching, and then they will proceed further. Then production call will be there. Okay, production call client will be there, and then they will check whether our requirements is meeting properly or not, everything is good or not, everything is a proper, everything whatever we are giving the requirement, everything is matched or not, whether the all test cases are passed or fail. That we will do in the prod call. If the prod call is a fail, then who is the responsible? QA is the responsible, because QA only testing all those things. So whenever we are going to launch anything in the market, any app or any website, and then after launching into the market, anything is not working at a time, so they will put you the blame. Whom? QA. Okay, QA is the responsible for that. So that whenever we are going to test or whenever we are going to develop, QA job is the very responsible. Okay, QA is the responsible for everything, whatever we are going to launch into the market. Got it? So delete also, I said you 200. Then a HTTP response codes. Okay, so 200 okay. So 200 okay we are getting. What is a 200 okay means? Whatever we are sending the request, that request was successful. Okay, if 200 not created, we will get 201. That 201 means this is also the successful. If we will get the 400 bad request, so what is that means? Data does not pass validation or something is wrong. That then only we are getting the 400 bad request. Every time we are not getting the 200. Sometimes we are getting 400 also. Sometimes we are getting 404 also. That means could not found. 401 means unauthorized. Okay. 405 means method not allowed. 405 means conflict. Conflict means double time we are fetching the data are duplicate, and 500 means internal server error. Okay, so whenever we are going to do API testing, that you have to keep that code you have to keep in your mind. Then only you will get to know whether whatever we are sending the request and we are getting the response is successful or not, and what type of a error we are getting. 200 means successful, 400 means about data. Okay, 400, 401, 402, 403, lot of codes are there, that is depend on the data. And if we are getting the error code based on the 500, 501, that is not your responsibility, that is mistaken by our server. So these details or these corrections is not in your hand. If the server is okay, if server is receiving the data, then you will not get this error. So if you're getting, you can't do anything until and unless server is not receiving the proper data. Okay. And last, what is the advantages of API testing? Say time effective, language independent, test core functionality, reduce testing cost, and reduce risk. Okay. And then basic input. See here, I already shown you. Here you have to do what you have to do. Input JSON and output response. So output response is like this: status, code you have to check, and then time you have to check, language you have to choose, and JSON as I told you, and then login successful. If you're getting 200 okay, then it will be all right. Like, see, URL they are giving, you have to enter, then content type, application JSON you have to select, and header format, there is a drop down button is be there, so you have to check which one you have to choose. Always you have to choose raw. Okay, there are a lot of options are there, you have to choose raw. Then you have to choose in the language, that is JSON. Okay, in a header you will type the coding as I told you. Okay, for example, like booking app, you have to you have to create a dummy password, email, that there you have to give. Okay, this language, sorry, this email, this is the password, and this whatever the requirements you having, you have to, then you have to hit the, you have to start. Then if you will get this response, means you are okay, you're good. If you are not getting anything, for example, if you're getting something 404, then you have to check your internet whether it is connected or not. If not, then you have to use LAN. Okay, if not, then you have to use whatever the error you are getting, you have to check that error in a Google. Okay, why this error, how we will come out. If not, then is a putty software, putty tool is there. Then if you are entering this error in the putty tool, then you will do debug, you will get to know why we are getting these errors. So here lot of methods are there: head, copy, delete, put, patch, options, link, uplink, purge. But we are not using that much, we are using only the 4 methods. Okay, this is the basic theory. If I will show you the fully as a demo we are using in a putty sorry, in a postman tool. So for today I am having some issue. Okay, in my hand I can't type, but I will take one more session for you for development. Okay, how we development, how it will work, how you will get this response. Today I'm just preparing for you slides so that you will have some idea. If you don't directly, I can't enter into the details in a tool. If I enter into the details, you will not get to know, right? So that I am preparing this today for your slides and all. I hope you have some little idea. Next time I will prepare for you demo in front of you. I will create demo so that you will get to know how we are getting the 200 response, how we are getting the 404, 505. That I will take for you another session. So for today, till now, you got it? Or anybody having some any issue or some problem, they are not getting something? Yes. Yes,
Ma'am?
please.
How does API handle the unauthorized user?
Yeah. Okay. See, URL. Wait. So this is the URL. Okay. Whenever we are hitting the data, whenever we are hitting this URL, what this URL, this URL, how you will get this URL? You will get this URL through Google also, some dummy URL also, but this particular URL will be given by the developer. Okay. So if you are as the same I told you, if you hit and then there is a API key will also given by the developer. You have to enter into the key and the URL. If you are getting the error, means fully red will be shown. Some another language will be displayed. Not in not human readable language will be not there. Some blank code will be there and fully in the red. That you will get to know this is unauthorized. Or it will in the Postman tool it will give us a message, unauthorized link, unauthorized URL. That I told you. I will show you the demo, but that will be happen in the next session. Development.
Okay.
Ma'am. Hello.
Hello. Yeah.
How does API differ from framework, ma'am?
Sorry, I'm not getting you. What?
How does API differ from framework, ma'am?
How does API differ from?
Framework, ma'am.
Sorry. Can you please type in the G chat? I will read. Oh, how does API differ from framework? Okay. See, a framework we have to create. Okay. What API is a nothing. API is just a communication. API, what does API will do? API is just collecting the data, okay, sending to the server, and server will give the response. And API basically playing a role as a communication. Nothing will do. You will get some link and you will hit and you will get the response. That is called an API. And a framework, we have to create a framework. We have to write a code. Got it? In API, you will not do anything. You will just simply hit and get the response. But in a framework, different framework, we have to create.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah? Anyone? Okay, good question. Why we are preferred REST API? See, REST API, we can first we can select JSON data. Okay, JSON data, and after selecting the JSON, why we are selecting the JSON? Because we can human readable language. One thing. Second thing is REST. REST is a smaller API. Okay, if a smaller API, then we can communicate easily. Second thing. Third thing. Third thing is that one another. This is there. Sorry. Third thing is that we can as REST works only with the HTTPS methods. That's all. That's why. 3 reasons are there. For smaller, whatever I know, that 3 reasons: smaller, Okay, smaller API is there, and then JSON, and third one is that it will work only with the HTTPS methods. But in a SOAP, HTTP methods plus XML, both we will do. But here single, so that it is easy for us. Yes? Yes, guys.
Okay, ma'am.
2 minutes more, 1 minute more. I think for you today exam, right? Advantages I told you in the last slide. Time effective. Okay, easily you will get the data. See, time effective, language independent, test code functionality, reduce testing cost, and reduce risk. Yes? Socket. Socket, actually, till now I'm not working with Socket. According to me, in a Postman, we are not using Socket. Sorry. I will note down your question and I will give you the answer in the upcoming session. Okay, Ganesh? Yeah. Okay, guys, I think today your session is over. So if you have any query, let me know. Okay, take a list, tell anyone, and I will look into it and I will give you the response. If we have a time, next session, I will show you the demo in an API, how we will get, how we will develop, how we will do all those things. Okay, guys? Yes?
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, done for the day? Okay. Bye-bye.
Thank you,
Bye,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Bye-bye. Yeah. Thank you. Bye-bye.
On behalf of the entire organizing team, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you for gracing this webinar on API development. Our distinguished guest of honor, Ms.Sabu Verma, an esteemed alumnus of our college, has achieved great heights in her career, and we are grateful for her presence today. Her vast experience and expertise in her field has undoubtedly enlightened and inspired us all. Lastly, I would like to express my gratitude to all the participants, our dear friends, for joining us today. Once again, I thank you all.